Hello guys, welcome to the Black Spin Global podcast. I am Lucy.
And I'm Eugene.
And welcome to a brand new episode in the studio.
Hey,
We're back in the studio.
I
know
back.
You're hearing the quality if you're listening and you're looking at the screen like, oh, look at them. They're looking nice all over. How are you?
Fresh drip as well.
Oh, thank you.
Is it Courtiers?
Yes.
Streetwear,
Yes. The
and Recess.
Recess.
Very, very
Come
nice
on.
collab.
Although I'm not going Recess land. Because I want to stay home and sleep, man. It's not every day. I'm not going out this weekend.
Wow.
It's bank holiday weekend.
Wow.
And Eugene's saying wow because I be outside.
Wow.
But we have grass season coming soon and we're going to be booked and busy. So this is why I was like, you know what? This is the last bank holiday till literally August. So I need to rest.
And to be fair, what's starting on Sunday?
Roland Garros.
Which is why we're here.
And why we're here. How are you anyways?
I'm good, Lucy, man. It hasn't been that long, to be honest.
Yeah, it hasn't. Like we said, we are trying to pod more.
Be more consistent.
We're trying to be, and
so,
when I tweeted on our account, I love seeing the reply people were like,
they want it.
And I was like, damn,
it's
okay,
mad.
So
it's
okay,
very,
we
very
do
mad.
it again. Okay, cool.
It's
no
very
worries.
mad. But no, man, I'm good. And looking forward to the French Open. How are you?
I am good. Much better than the last squad, definitely. Apologies about that. Sometimes life and that, but yeah, I'm good. I'm in great mood. Even the studio guy was like, I need to say whatever you say. You're full of energy. So that means we're gonna have a great pod today.
And shouts out as well before we get started, Lucy. Again, this rundown is incredible. So yeah, shouts out to yourself for the rundown.
Thank you.
But yeah, let's get into it, man.
Yeah. So before we get to Roland Garros, we have to do a quick catch up. The last Clay Masters.
Rome.
There was less rain this time, finally.
Yeah.
Than the last
true.
2-3 years.
True. Yeah.
It was definitely less.
The schedule was actually allowed to kind of move along quite smoothly.
Yeah. But we had two winners, Zverev and Iga.
Second time for Zverev as well. He's won it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think 2017 or 2018.
Yeah,
I can't remember. But
Iga's also the first WTA player to win Madrid and Rome back to back since Serena Williams. I can't remember the year when Serena Williams did it, but no one has done that ever since. So shout out to Iga. She was playing really well, to be honest. She's doing her thing, man.
The form player.
Yeah, definitely. But aside from the winners, obviously we hate to talk about our peoples. I felt like it was only right to talk about Osaka, to be honest.
Yeah, no, go. Yeah.
Osaka's performance. So, she beat her first top 10 player in round 2, which was against Kasatkina.
Kasatkina, yeah.
Oh,
who's a very good player too, Kasatkina.
She is, yeah. And even before that, she also beat Kostiuk.
Yeah.
I'm getting there, guys. Sorry. My bad, bro. I'm not good with names. In straight sets too. But yeah, she was moving really, really, really well. She was more confident. I remember her first match actually. One thing that I did notice, she was moving a lot towards the net, which it's not really an Osaka thing as much.
You don't necessarily associate her being a volleyer.
Yeah, she isn't. Yeah, but that first, especially she was during that tournament, but especially that first round, it was very different. And I wish she did it more on the next 2 rounds.
To be fair, she didn't really have to against Kasatkina, because I think she was I was watching. I was at work, so I was watching it partly paying attention. She was dominating from the back, which is what obviously that is her game. So she didn't really need to come forward as much. Whereas for the Kostiuk match,
probably
she was kind of changing or adapting her style. Exactly,
because like we said, we don't normally see that from her as much. But then she did lose in the 3rd round to Zhang.
Yeah, King Zheng, yeah.
Which everyone was a bit ooh, because as you know,
the coach situation,
just to refresh everyone's mind, Osaka had her coach went on maternity leave. Her coach Wim Fissette went to Zhang, and then when Osaka was back, You know, she's like, hey,
it's like, when I'm back.
When I'm back, you know, I got a lot of money too. So, you know, hey, just, you know, and he just got up and left, you know, and there was a little bit of him, but it's okay. You know, they've both been doing their thing.
Yeah, I like, to be fair to Zheng, I like how she kind of handled that, all of that as well. Because
both of them as well, to be fair.
But Zheng, well, especially because she kind of, obviously that was kind of the talk coming into the match. And she just played it down. Like, and I really respect that.
Yeah. They both did during their press conferences as well. Obviously people were asking, but they were both like being like respectful and everything. I always said, I think she had, when I'm saying she, I'm talking about Zhang, I feel like she had more issue with Wim than Osaka.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Which makes total sense. So I appreciate the fact that she didn't, I feel like someone else probably would have been a bit immature about it and maybe would have gone a different way. So I like the fact that they were both able, you know, to pat it down, you know, Asian community coming together. But but that match, it was playing like really well. Zhang was playing.
Yeah, she was on it.
I was like, whoa, okay. That was definitely the best match that she played, because the next round when I watched her play, it wasn't as good, but that match against Osaka, she did it all.
She played Coco next round, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. Yeah, and it was not the same level at all. But she was making Osaka like not rely like on hitting big, because obviously Osaka like hitting big and stuff, but she was making it really difficult for her to do that. But aside from that, she was just doing really well. But one thing that did not really help Osaka was her serves. Her serves were pretty low. I feel like the tournaments it was pretty low, but that match, that's what really costed her as well, which was interesting to see, because Osaka has like
she's a big server.
Yeah, she's a big server. So I don't know if it was the nerves or something. I don't know. But either way, Zhang had like control of that match. Like that was her match.
Yeah.
But it was nice seeing Osaka like playing. She was moving like really well for like clay, especially, you know, she's not a massive. I mean, how everyone talk about her on clay and stuff.
What, you see the nickname going around, Clayomi.
Clayomi, yeah. Which is shout out to Shesaboutdone. She's the one who actually started.
Oh, really?
Well. She tweeted that like years ago, and then it started. I think this year it started blowing up even more. That. And then she saw it. I love things like that though. Yeah. I love the fact that the tennis players can also like see it, but it just shows you that they be watching. They be watching for real. But shout out to Osaka. That was really, really great. But yeah,
I say just while we're on Osaka, we should mention her interview with our guy Tamani in the Guardian.
Yes,
really, really nice interview.
I've read. Oh no, it was the Monfils one that I've read. Yeah, but I think I didn't read the Osaka one yet.
Yeah,
Did you read it?
Yeah, so the Osaka one was in Paris, so that's recent. And I think the Monfils one that was in Rome. That was in Rome.
That was because that was right before.
Exactly before Rome kicked off. But yeah, it's a really. We'll put the link in like the show notes and stuff. But obviously Tamani's a great writer, and like you could always get a nice sense of like. You can tell she was very relaxed during like while speaking to him, and me and him spoke a bit afterwards, and he was like, "Oh yeah, she kind of went in a bit more on like the whole Kendrick Drake thing," which I found quite funny.
Really?
Because you know she kind of said
she did,
Kendrick,
yeah.
But like she's really for Kendrick. I
love that.
which I found quite funny. But just in the interview as well, I didn't know she. So when she gave birth, I always get the names mixed up. Shy and Sky. So,
I know they have like really, really similar names.
I think Shy is Osaka's, Sky is Monfils and Svitolina.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Shy was born with her umbilical cord around it, like wrapped around her neck. I didn't know that.
She did an interview. I can't remember which magazine it was, and. Yeah, she was really went in depth.
I did not know that.
Yeah, she had like a very, very tough like pregnancy. Yeah, because childbirth and stuff.
Not to like bring it to me, but I was also born with the cord wrapped around my neck. Yeah.
I didn't know this. Shit.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Blackspin exclusive. But forget that. But no, it was just really like it was just interesting to hear that. And obviously like we are aware of like all the difficulties Black women face like in pregnancy. Like so it was just sad to hear, but I'm just obviously grace to God, like everybody's fine.
Definitely.
But yeah, that was something I completely had no idea
Yeah,
about.
no, she shared it once with things like she shared like the complications that she was having and everything, and even how she was feeling like during the pregnancy and stuff. Like, she's been very open about it, which I think is really is great too.
And also too, like, not to spend too much time because we have spent quite a lot of time talking about it, but she also said, and it's kind of been spoken about as well, like in terms of her comeback since becoming a mother, like she's much more just like, she's less harsh on herself. So like, again, she was speaking a bit about that as well, and just saying that like results, it's not kind of the be all and end all anymore, like in terms of like winning. Obviously, of course she wants to win and get back to the top.
Course.
But like when she loses, she's not as like hard on herself, and you can kind of, you get that sense.
You can see it, and you can. Like, I like it like that. I like seeing Osaka like relax,
exactly.
Like, because right before she went on maternity leave, you could literally see that pressure she was putting on herself.
It was a lot on her.
It was affecting her, and it was like, I like the fun, bubbly, I'm good like type of Osaka, rather than seeing her like so like down, especially that she has like, I know she's very introverted and we don't know her, but when she shows that her fun, quirky side, it's very nice to see, and we didn't see that for a very long time before she went on maternity leave. But glad that she's back, glad she's moving well, looking forward to her for
and Shai will be in Paris as well.
Oh, is that what she said?
Nice. Yeah. So that's the first trip abroad.
Oh, that's so cute. Which is really cute. So cute. No, shout out to her. And also, shout out to her latest collection.
Yeah, it looks hard. Please. It does look hard.
I need that collection available international. Like, I need it available international. I actually checked. The only thing we can get is the trainers.
Oh,
and
really?
I want the t-shirt with the logo, the Nike tick, and it's like there's something on the back. It's so cute. It's black, it's simple, but it's really nice. And the skirt, the adjustable skirt. So yeah, get to I don't know, do something. Make it possible.
I'm sure it will happen.
But but aside from Osaka, we also had to talk about Felix.
Stay with the women. So
stay with women?
Yeah, like, because Gauff as well making it to the semis.
Yeah.
Good run.
Yeah, Coco was a semi-finalist singles and a finalist doubles.
Exactly.
Hey, she lost to the champion in the semi 6-4, 6-3. And to be fair, obviously they've played a lot of matches against each other. You guys saw our meme that we have, Ego. And by the way, shout out to everyone who knew it was just a joke. Again, no disrespect to Ego here.
Let me just say this as well. Lucy's the one in control of all the memes. I have nothing to do with any of that stuff.
Well, actually, are you sure about that?
For the most part.
No. For those who don't know, on Twitter, there's one meme from like our old podcast video where I was like, tennis gods free us from Igor, but it's honestly no disrespect, just a fun
exactly
thing.
Man.
But even when I explained to some followers, they were like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. So yeah, shout out to everyone who got that. But yeah, that was actually one of their best matches, like against each other, in terms of Coco's performance. Like, she played like really well. Agree. So yeah, even before that, she was playing like I think she had a very entertaining match against Badosa.
Yeah,
and Badosa played. That was also one of Badosa's like best matches since. There was even a little joke saying, "Oh, look, she got rid of her boyfriend, and now she's playing her match."
I swear they're back together.
Yeah, they're back. Listen, hey.
Good luck to them, man.
Sometimes go back to you. Look, she saw the streets. She was like, "Whoa, hey, where's that guy? Where's that guy again? Let me go back to my Greek guy. I hear you, Badosa." But her second serve were like amazing. When during that match, but weirdly, like her first serves were kind of like low, but it still like helped her out. But aside from that, I do feel like Badosa had like that was like her best performance since her injury. And in terms of like Coco, like her service game was a bit longer during that match, so you can see that Badosa was trying to like get some things like in there, and some of it was probably because of like I said, the first serves weren't as great as the second serves. But with Badosa trying to like challenge her service game was like way longer. But
she's putting pressure on it, basically.
Yeah, and Badosa won that first set anyways. But then the second set, Coco won that. And I feel like what really helped is because by then she started serving way better. Like her serve just literally improved, and it was like, yeah, that's it. Keep that up, and we win the match, which is what she did. And she felt, you could tell like her serves were even like annoying her because literally her courage and her mood completely changed as soon as that serves went up. So yeah, that was really good. And then after that, she also played against Zheng, which to me was probably her best
it was clean.
match.
It was clean.
Yeah, during that
7-5, 6-1.
Oh, I don't remember the scores, but it was definitely
so tie break 7-6, 6-1.
Yeah.
So
6-1.
Yeah, it was clean.
And
And that too was also the coaching setup thing, because don't forget now, Zheng's
there was another coaching thing. Yeah.
Is Perricard.
Yeah.
And Perricard was obviously.
Do you know what was funny about that? Obviously, a lot of people were always talking about including me, I'm not gonna lie, put my hands up. Yeah, bring back Perricard. So when she beat Zheng that match, I was laughing so hard. Someone tweeted, "Those of you that said bring back Perricard, come get y'all juice. Like, you guys out here talking and look." But it was just a funny tweet. I was like, I'm dead. I was like, I'm guilty, but that's very very.
Did you see
funny.
before the match as well? Like I thought this was also a bit of gamesmanship on Reba's side.
Mm-hmm.
So before the players come out in Rome, they kind of like wait in like a corridor area.
Yeah.
So Zheng was obviously there.
Mm-hmm.
Coco was too, but Reba was also alongside Zheng, so he was literally stood next to Zheng, and I was like, "Bro, why are you there? Like, go and sit in the box."
Wait, but
this is
the
before
coaches don't normally.
And this is what I'm saying to you. Like, I you don't usually see a coach or the team like hovering in the corridor.
That's interesting.
So I was like, "Bro, like, what are you doing? Just go and sit down in the players' box and wait for the girls to come out." Do you get me? Like, why are you trying to like hover? And I just thought to myself, is he trying to put like psych Coco out?
Is that what
completely.
Maybe,
But Coco was there with her headphones on. She was just vibing.
I think, obviously I didn't see it because I tend to watch the matches like later on after that. I didn't see it, but from what you're saying, it could maybe be a thing where he's trying to make sure like, we're cool with it.
It was poor. It was poor. I'm sorry.
You were not having
I was not having it. Like,
fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But like you said, that was one of Coco's probably better matches on play.
No, 100%.
During this
her
season
first
so
serve,
far.
like they went up. She had like fewer double faults. She was like hitting some very good like forehand wins as well. And she looked like really comfortable on the baseline, which is what you said. I remember we were texting each other when you said that as well. But Zheng she was still, don't get me wrong, that first set, she was hitting something. There was some winner she was hitting. I was like,
she's a top player, man.
I was like, what? Who's this girl? Like, what's going on? Like, she was on job. But like, even that first set, the reason why I even went to a tiebreak is because Coco was actually up like 5-4. And then, but it wasn't a thing where Zheng was even doing anything like really crazy. It was kind of like Coco's having an issue with like her double faults at that moment. But either way, that tie break was so good.
Yeah.
That tie break was good fucking tennis. That tie break was entertaining. Like, I really liked it. I low-key wish that match was 3 sets thing.
No, I don't. But yeah, just on Coco with the serves, like she gets a lot of crap. I say crap. People will say, "Oh, the double faults." Like, what blows my mind is the fact that she can like just kind of switch off and like not just move on to the next point. And like for me, that she needs more credit for that, because of course that's gonna like play on your mind a lot, especially during a match. But she's able to like just basically switch off and just move on to the next point. And I think that of course she's gonna work. She's gonna continue to work on the serve and it would improve. But I just feel like the fact that that's a weakness, clearly is a weakness. The girl's world number 3. Like, what the hell? Like, can we just like give that put some respect on that, please? I beg.
Right. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like people were only saying that though because just like I was saying earlier with Osaka, that serves has never really been an issue. But this year was weirdly kind of like a thing, especially during like clay season. But either way, she still made it to the fucking semi-final.
Please. And
she it's not like she lost to one silly girl.
Some small girl.
She literally lost to the number one player who, when it's clay season, is basically her season, low key. So at the same time, it's like, because there was even one match, I can't remember which one. There's one match she even got bageled. And I think it was against Jacqueline Christian. She got bageled, but like Coco still won that
switched
match.
on. Yeah,
That
yeah.
match, for example, again, actually, the same thing happened a couple months ago. She
Clara
won,
Burrell.
yeah, won the match. And people were cooking her. I was like, sorry, these players should have not. They should have beaten Coco. Let's focus on the fact that how can you bagel someone and you still lose a match? Let's be for real.
It's Coco Gauff, bro.
But exactly, it's Coco Gauff.
And on the Eager match, and I don't want to spend too much time because you have spent a lot of time talking about Coco. That scoreline doesn't reflect the match in terms of like the quality of the match and how well Coco played. And I did tweet that. But yeah, for me, that was probably one of the better matches that she's played on clay against Iga. Obviously, 100%. She's beaten her in, was it Cincinnati last year?
Yeah.
And like they've had close matches on like hard courts.
Yeah.
But on clay, that is. And I would have loved it would have been nice if she won a set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you get me? To kind of show, wow, like that's a fight. Mm-hmm. But yeah, for me, that was a good performance from 100%,
Coco. 100%.
And she made it to the doubles final, which we'll talk about later on.
Exactly.
So we're good. Shout
out to Coco, man.
We're good.
Oh, she's doing a nice, cute pop-up in Paris.
I love her kit as well for the French.
Paris don't deserve that. Let me just say that, okay?
Oh, Lucy,
Coco.
Listen, relax.
This time, I'm dead twice next month. That's the funniest thing. But Coco, I hope you do that in London as well. That'd be cute. Let's stay on the women's again. Jasmine.
Hey, our Italian Ghanaian sister. And Polish, we should also acknowledge, but it's black spin global.
You know what? No. I don't like that. Tennis Twitter kind of. You guys didn't like the fact that we claimed her. So now you want to go and dig deep, and trying to find that she's Polish and trying to bring it up. Because before, no one brought up the fact that she was Polish. And we told you guys, no. It's black spin, innit? So you guys want to go and do some dig. You went to dig very deep to be like, let's see if she can be one of ours. No. Don't try it. So no Polish. Shout out to Mumsy. Respect to Polish.
She was there as well. Did you see? She was actually there.
Oh, is it? I saw the brother
in Rome. Yeah, she was there.
Shout out to Mumsy and that, but yeah, let's stick to what we know. You guys tried it.
But Jazzy, she actually lost in the second round, so she got obviously a first round bye, being one of the seeds.
Oh yeah.
So she lost to Maya Sharif.
Maya Sharif. I think it was the same issue as what I was mentioning in Madrid. I really think it was the nerves.
Yeah, no, and here it's a completely different level.
It makes sense.
Obviously, it's a home tournament for her. The pressure, completely.
Like they were saying her name like crazy and everything, and it was literally that's what it was. Because Sharif was playing, but it wasn't like because I only watched. I think I missed a little bit of the beginning, but from what I was seeing.
It was a fight. It was a proper scrap.
It was
a scrap.
Especially that last set. It was crazy. It was good tennis. But you can see like anytime like Paolini was literally like, let's say 2 or 3 games ahead, it was like Sharif would come out of nowhere, boom, and it's like, damn.
Because that's the thing. Paolini actually raised her head in the first set, and I was like, oh wow, this is gonna be comfortable.
Exactly.
But then, like and this more credit needs to be given to Sharif because she's a fighter.
She is,
and she really did. She's just stuck in there.
She is,
and I mean Paolini. I think you make a good point about like the pressure and like the kind of expectation now because she's a top 20 player.
Hey.
And she's literally she deserves to be there because she's there on merit. She's worked her way up to that level. But if things are different when you're kind of like. At this level now, so there are 100%. More eyes and like more players out to like beat her because she's a scalp, like literally being a top 20 player. So shouts out to Sharif, but I'm not mad at Paolini's like week in Rome because she ended up being a champion.
Exactly.
Like, so
the way I see it, at the end of the day, she already secured a title, a master title this year.
Exactly,
so
a 1,000, So now she's also a singles 1,000 champion and a doubles 1,000 champion.
You can't do that.
So shouts out to her and Sara Errani.
Shout out to them.
And that final was played against Coco Gauff.
And
I forgot her first name. That's so bad.
I think did I not note it down or no? I don't think I did. No, I didn't actually.
That's bad on my part because Erin Routliffe from. Australia or New Zealand? God, Eugene. New Zealand.
Is it New Zealand?
I think it's New Zealand.
I thought it was Australian.
I want to say it's New Zealand.
I have a hard time when I see
It's New Zealand. I know the flags are very similar.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
they're so if it's bigger, then I can tell the difference. But when it's like tiny like that, I can't really see it. But no, but shout out to them, man. That was and it was really dope seeing Coco and although they were like
New Zealand.
okay. Although they're like an opposite, you know, they were not playing. It's not like they were playing together. It was still nice seeing them there, and it was nice seeing like Coco was. She said like on her post anyway, like she was proud of us. So, like,
it's a great week.
And semi-final. It's like, yeah, like you guys can keep talking, but the numbers don't lie. The players still did not beat Coco. That's my thing. They still did not beat Coco. I don't give a damn if she lost ugly or she won ugly or if she did her serves like this, her serves like that. The girl who was literally against her still did not beat her.
She winning.
So if you can't beat me when I'm not even playing my best tennis, don't come and chat to me. That's what Coco should be telling you guys. She's not telling you because she's very nice and but I am telling you. It needs to stop. Like, it actually needs to stop. Like, I think it would be fair if the two players that I feel like I see that get quote unquote, I'm going to use the word bullied the most, is her and Sabalenka.
Interesting. 2 and 3. Her
and Sabalenka are the ones where when I'm watching a tennis match and I'm literally scrolling down, I'm like, raw, this is like, don't get me wrong, everyone's get cooked. They all get cooked. But for whatever reason, when it comes to Coco and Sabalenka,
that's really interesting.
It's different level. But it has to stop because both of them are still doing... One has she won a Grand Slam this year. The other one, no one is still beating her. She still won her title. She's still semi-finals. She's still in the finals. Like, stop it.
Well said. Well said, Lucy. Well said.
Anyways, now another highlight. I feel like I really wanted to talk about Felix at Rome because I've been keeping...
We should shout out Keys as well, quarterfinalist.
That's true.
We always why do we always overlook Keys? Like, she made it to the quarterfinals, bro.
When I work on a rundown, I'm thinking too much of time.
No, of course.
So that's why we're not talking about all the players for Rome. We're literally talking about like the key
the highlights. Yeah.
But
Keys made it to the quarterfinals. She lost to Swan Swiatek again.
Yeah, she did.
Iga.
Yeah.
And she also lost to Iga in Madrid. Like, so she just can't get away from Iga.
Tennis gods. 3 years from Iga.
Which is quite irritating.
Oh,
but, yeah.
No, Madison Keys is honestly like she even gonna be in the semi-finals tomorrow as we even speak.
In Strasbourg, exactly.
Like she's just like a different thing. She even
Listen, that's a sneaky pick, for the French.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about predictions later on.
Yeah. No. She's been doing well. Like literally, I'm looking at, and she had like really tough opponents. So
in Rome.
Yeah, in Rome. So in Rome, the first round she had, and I remember saying in the last pod, Sorry or Serrano, and I was right because that match it was 3 sets. Although she did bagel her the first set. Second round she had Haddad Maia, Brazilian.
Big win again because Haddad Maia is a good player on clay.
Yeah, exactly. Third round she had Serrana. Yeah, and then she lost in the quarterfinals to Iga.
I think that's a psychological thing as well with Iga. Like I just
so?
I feel like she
a bit like Serena like back in the days.
I think maybe Keys kind of gets in her own head before even getting out onto the court when she plays Iga because the head to head is so one-sided.
Iga has a lot of head to head that's one-sided.
This is the thing. But like,
so I don't know if it's really just that. I don't think... I agree with you, but I don't think it's just a Keys thing. I think it's just literally a general thing. Look at the head-to-head with Sabalenka. How many times Sabalenka, again, she had to go watch her win that title again. Yeah, literally the round, the tournament right before that.
Madrid, she was close in Madrid.
She was close in Madrid, but she still didn't beat.
But
girl.
It was Rome straight sets. Yeah,
this is what do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
I feel I agree with you, but I don't think just a Keys thing, especially with the way Keys is mentally and this year, the way she's going, it's crazy. Like she's playing like this clay season, she's doing really well.
No, she is.
Like when she was playing in the beginning of like Rome, I think I even made a tweet like, so what if Keys actually won the title? And then someone was like, boy, Iga's right there. I was like, damn. But you're right. Shout out to Keys. And I hope that she, wins her semi-final match tomorrow to then get the title. That'll be a great way to start the French Open. But yeah, so aside from that, Felix. I've been keeping a big good eye like on Felix, and the reason why I wanted to talk about him is because that match against Alex de Minaur was really entertaining. Like, it was really really good. It was 3 sets. And yeah, it was really 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 tight. Although that was the only match that he kind of like played, it was really entertaining. Like Alex, the thing is with Felix, the only reason why, again, it goes back to what I was saying the last pod. Honestly speaking, bro, the second he fixes them double faults, we're clear. And that match honestly proved it, because even during that match, to be fair, he had way more winners. Literally, he had way more winners. Like, it was 29-14.
Wow.
Felix, it was literally 29-14, but the unforced
That
errors
was a third round loss, because he won his second round.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. So he won
Botic van der Sandschloop.
Let me double check who he played against.
The Dutchman, yeah, Botic van der Sandschloop. That's who he played.
So he he did. Yeah. And that was really so that was really good. So that match as well, he played pretty well. I remember watching it when I was working. But I knew Alex de Minaur would be a little bit tough. I actually thought maybe he would win that match.
As in Felix.
Yeah. Especially with the way that he played in his first round as well.
And getting the confidence coming from Madrid.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I was like, this match might be tough, but I think he's going to win it. But again, it was generally just a double fault. That was the only thing. Like, I'm not saying, like, Alex was playing okay. I feel like he's played better than that earlier this year.
I feel like Alex, though, he's on a run in terms of,
he's
like,
on a run.
His form.
It's just that, unfortunately, he's not that great on clay. So his result on clay is not that great. The only reason why this clay season he's playing like a little bit better than usual is because before clay he was already on form. Yeah, so that's kind of helping him. Yeah. But normally on clay, he's not a clay guy.
Interesting.
He's actually not a clay guy. But because his form has been great, I was like, oh, this might be a little bit tough. So,
but I was expecting Felix to win that.
Yeah, I expected it. Yeah, but as I was watching the match and I was looking at the numbers, like literally, he had way more winners, and the double faults, it was like, it was bad. The double fault numbers it was at 38 against like 21 or something like that. That unforced errors and stuff. Like, it was so that was the only reason why Felix kind of like lost that match. So good luck to Felix. I hope once he gets to Roland Garros, he's made it very far in that tournament before, he can do it again. I think the start of the clay season, it was a little bit tough for him, but literally as it was going, he was just building up and building up and building up.
Madrid was like, Madrid was
the
walkover and all that. We spoke about that as well.
Exactly,
but he played good tennis in Madrid.
Yeah, he played good tennis. Rome, he played good tennis. I'm just hoping at Roland Garros he's locked down and just just doing his thing.
Definitely.
But these were mainly the highlights for our players, from Rome.
We should mention the doubles too. So Shelton.
Yeah, so he was playing. Yeah.
So Felix was playing with Big Foe.
Big Foe.
And they played Shelton and Bublik in the first round,
which was so surprising. But it was so funny. I actually, the last time Bublik and Shelton played against each other, I remember tweeting at the end of their match. I was like, oh, it seems like Bublik really likes Shelton, because at the net he was like
the buddy.
He was, and you can even tell Shelton was looking like, oh, raw, oh, okay,
really,
yeah. And I was like, oh, well, boys, like, yeah.
Everyone likes Shelton.
Has kind of changed a lot the last 7-8 months recently.
Yeah.
But yeah, they played and they made it, and Bublik and Shelton made it all the way to
semis.
The semis, and then they literally lost to like the first seeded doubles players. I think I even had them. They ended up winning.
You ended up winning, yeah.
Yeah, they ended up winning anyway. So and so they made all the way to the semis. They lost to the doubles champs, Marcel Granollers, who's Spanish, Horacio Zabelos. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing it
well.
Lucy
with the doubles knowledge. These are established doubles specialists.
Established.
So like, no surprise.
And literally, one's from Spain, the other's from Argentina.
Oh, that's clay is their bag.
Come on.
Indeed.
Come on, I want some more.
But just on Shelton though, like, so he in singles anyway, he did win his second round match against Pavel Kotov, and that was also, there was some controversy in that.
Oh my gosh, how can I forget? Because I didn't watch the first half of the match.
Yeah, I was watching that. I was watching it at home. But I was getting it for work.
Because when you tweeted the update, when you tweeted the update of the match, I then quoted the tweet asking to us like,
What's going on? Yeah,
what's
what
going
happened?
on?
Yeah.
Because it was the handshake was weird and he was moving weird and stuff.
I don't know. Like, so basically, from what I saw,
Uh-huh.
Kotov was being very like dramatic between points, and like his celebrations were just like
Right.
you can tell there was like I don't know.
Yeah.
There were
yeah,
just it was a bit
being
extra.
cheeky.
It was a bit extra.
Yeah.
But also with Shelton too, and again we've said this many times on the podcast. He gets the fans like involved, as in the crowd. So they were really vibing with Shelton.
Yeah. No, they were.
And
like, the crowd
in
were
Italy,
actually,
like when they're with you, they are
That's
with you.
it, yeah.
Like so,
Yeah.
the crowd were hyped
Yeah.
for Shelton. So yeah, when he won the match, I think it was on. Yeah, obviously it was on match point. Kotov, like his he did like a really elaborate like celebration when he won a point. I think it was when Shelton was serving for the match.
Yeah.
And then Shelton literally on match point when he won the match, he copied the celebration, which I thought was brilliant.
Love it.
And then people were saying, "Oh yeah, like the handshake was like salty." I didn't really.
No. But that's why I asked.
I don't know.
I was like, what the hell? What's this guy's problem? That's why I asked. Maybe this year, but I saw it and I was just like, wait, his vibe was already off before that. But when I saw that handshake, I was like, what's his problem? I could see that he was frustrated because remember, I missed the first half and I could see that he was frustrated from like the crowd rooting for Shelton and stuff. But I was like, surely you can't be upset with the crowd and doing that. I mean, put that anger on them. Don't put it on Shelton. But now they explain all of that, they were basically not even feeling each other like that. But it is what it is.
But yeah, Shelton then lost in the third round to China's Zhiji Zheng. And that was straight sets. I think he wasn't really on it, Shelton. Like from what I saw in that.
I missed quite a few of his matches. His matches was always during the time where I had like meetings and stuff. So I kind of missed some of his, or I'll watch the other half. So I didn't really see his stuff.
Like, I'm not reading too much into it, but yeah, he just wasn't really on it. And Zheng didn't really have to do much in terms of like playing at a ridiculous level. He just literally did what he needed to do to win the match.
Right.
But it wasn't anything special. But again, I'm not like looking too deeply into that as a result. I think Shelton's in a good place, and like the run in the doubles semi-final, like the run to the semis in doubles, like that's nice. Like that's more match play as well, like on clay. So hopefully you can take that into the French.
Definitely. Yeah.
But yeah, shouts out to Shelton, man. He's always an entertaining watch.
For sure. Other from Rome, we did secure some wins. Another title in the bag.
Oh, outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Arthur
Fils.
Second Challenger Tour title.
Yes, in Bordeaux.
Some good players in that draw, as well that he beat. Like, because that's the thing with these 2-week Masters events. The second week, there's always a challenger or like a 1-2-5 for the WTA, and you get like a lot of good players playing in these events because obviously they've been knocked out of the Masters events. So yeah, who did he play in Bordeaux?
He didn't drop. I think he said
he dropped a set in the first round against Botic van der Slanchely.
Yeah, and that was the only one.
And he was a top seed too, Fils. So he beat Kokkinakis in the quarterfinals, and then Gregoire Barret in the semis, fellow Frenchman, and then in the final he beat Pedro Martinez, the second seed in straight sets. So
these are actually like popular,
established ATP top 100
like
players.
Small
Exactly.
Players. Interesting.
Exactly. So yeah, and that was again the week before Lyon, and obviously Lyon was his first title that he won last year. So he was due to play Lyon, but after winning in Bordeaux, he pulled out, which is fair enough. He's played enough tennis, so he's going to be a name to look out for at the French. And it's always nice as well when players like drop down a level. Like I do respect that. I want to also shout out Elias Ymer, who made it to the final in Oeiras, Portugal. I hope I'm saying that right. Or
I think it's
Oeiras.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
But
I
yeah,
don't know. I know, yeah, I
a
know.
challenger in
I know the
Portugal.
city, but I never knew how to pronounce
A
it.
challenger in Portugal. Sorry to our Portuguese listeners if I'm butchering that name.
Portuguese.
I like that. But yeah, Ymer, who unfortunately lost in the first round of qualies at the French, so he's not going to be in the main draw, unfortunately. But yeah, again, playing some good tennis clearly. And yeah, that's all I've got in terms of challenger tennis. News.
We had one big news. One big recent news.
Team or the grass? Have I ruined it?
Let's.
What are you ruining in it?
You're ruining it. Read my lips. You're ruining it. Let's go on team then. The other one. So yeah, team is retiring.
Sad, man.
Really, really sad. It's like I remember watching this guy like 2-3 years ago.
For me, it was the 2020 US Open final.
I was a fan of his even before that because him doing clay season, I was I want to watch team. Like he was giving me these good matches. Like he was, I just really. Although there was that little drama with like
Serena.
Yeah, Serena.
She called her a drama queen.
But yeah, I didn't like that. But after they posted the pictures together, so I was like, oh okay, I guess they're cool. If they're cool, we're cool. Whatever. But yeah, it's just really unfortunate because he was one of the players where we were like, yeah, he's gonna be like one of the top, like the next one, and it's like
injuries, man.
That's it. But yeah, he played his last Roland Garros where there was another controversial. Like a lot of people were wondering how the hell he didn't get a wild card.
It's a joke. 2-time finalist.
I really don't understand. What every year I keep thinking to myself, you know what? French Open cannot surprise me. There's no way they can top what they've done last year.
and they
before even it bloody starts, you actually managed to surprise me because I don't understand. How can team not have a wild card? Like that makes no sense. Makes no sense. But I think what's even more insulting, they then did like a whole celebration ceremony.
Because when he lost in qualifying, yeah, I know.
If you're gonna
insane,
come on.
Insane.
Like, come on. Anyway, shout out to team.
And he's a Chelsea fan, so we've got a lot of time for that.
Oh, is it?
We're not talking about Chelsea on this podcast. But shouts out to Dominic Thiem.
Are you sure? Because I even heard something.
We're not talking about Chelsea. This is a tennis podcast, Lucy. What are you talking about?
My bad, bro. My bad. Let's go back to the tennis. Shout out to team. I hope he just enjoys the rest of the season. It's unfortunate that he couldn't play again for like Roland Garros, but as a fan, I'll never forget like the memories. I remember I was even in France when I watched one of his finals. And Roland Garros, like it was and it was nice, obviously, because I was in France as well. I wasn't in Paris, but it was another city. But it was really nice. One of the moments I will not forget. He was a really, really, really great player. I personally always been a fan of his, and I was looking forward to him to like build that up. But it is what it is. At least he got that one thing that a lot of players don't have.
True story, yeah.
It's not like he's retiring as a loser. Like you're retiring and you tried and you still secure your Grand Slam. You
he achieved a lot, 100%.
King of clay. Like you didn't. He would have won it. He would have won a French Open either way.
Yeah,
100%.
Definitely.
Because the only reason why he didn't is because he was literally against the top players, and we're talking about bloody Rafael Nadal.
The greatest, on that surface.
So shout out to team. The big news, which I think you and I are going to debate about.
Here we go.
Because when I sent this news to you, you were like, oh, I love this. In my head, I was thinking, what? But, see, you're looking at me all confused.
Yeah.
I know, but I'll have my reasons. Don't worry. So, the LTA has announced a new calendar for 2025. Hooray. Right? And there's been some changes. So, the changes are, we are now going to have a Queens for WTA. So that means it's going to be a WTA 500 in London, and it's going to be even before the men's. There is also Birmingham is now going to be a challenger. Eastbourne is going to go from a 500 to a 250. I have to tread lightly here because this is home. And me and LTA, we cool, we buddies. I don't want my accreditations to be going. You know what I mean? I don't want black speed going to be blackball. So I'm not gonna be as real, okay? But I'm gonna be real. But I'm gonna keep it very respectful, okay? I'm not a fan of it because the biggest one thing that I was very disappointed about was Eastbourne
being downgraded.
Yeah.
Mm.
Eastbourne is probably the closest thing that you can have to Wimbledon. Going to Wimbledon is a hassle.
Yeah.
Is a bloody pain. There are people who've been tennis fans longer than me and have not been able to go.
As an access. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So it was a way for people who are outside of London, people who never been able to go to Wimbledon, to go to Eastbourne and get that vibe for cheaper the price and seeing top players. You're downgrading it means budget's going to be cut, means fewer top players.
I hear you, Lucy. I do.
Or maybe not. Maybe you never know. Because, for example, as we're speaking right now, bloody Djokovic is in the 250.
Geneva, exactly.
Like, this guy is he's like, nah, I need to get some.
Exactly. I need some matches.
Yo, these kids are whooping my ass. But I hear it, but still, it's not. I don't know.
Listen. I think you make great points, and I'm going to agree with you on the London thing because that is we're very obviously we're Londoners, so like, of course it's convenient for us and it's brilliant.
Yeah.
But we've got Wimbledon, we've got Queens already for the men.
For the men's. So the women's one, the reason why it's also an issue is because of how close it is to French Open, meaning. If you are a top player and you make it to the second week, you're most likely not going to be going there. So what's the point of moving it all the way to
Shouts out to Emma Raducanu. But that's
yeah, no. I'm actually gonna back my girl. I'm not gonna lie. Because you're not going too hard on Emma, but I'm gonna come back. But as I was saying,
at least we only got an hour, man.
As I was saying, no, really, as I was saying, it was just too. It's too tight.
No, I hear you.
But I feel like the biggest alarming thing for me, it was like, for them to make these changes, money have to make.
100%, man.
Money have to make. But when I was reading the comments, a lot of people were not happy. But mainly because everything has been moved to London. And they feel like they're going to be missing out a lot of the tennis.
I don't think it's going to be a thing of players choosing not to play Eastbourne because it's been downgraded now. I feel like you're still. True, I feel like you're still going to get the same kind of caliber of player playing Eastbourne.
That's true.
Like I don't think it matters.
And the thing is, a lot of people were saying, yeah, maybe it's because of the money. I was also thinking, I think maybe the players have voiced out the convenience for it as well. Because if I have like. Let's just have all the tournament like in London. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
them traveling around, it wasn't as convenient and stuff.
Yeah, because I'm sure players kind of stay in the same. Well, players that play Queens.
Because to be fair, Eastbourne in London is not that far though, and Birmingham was already a challenger.
It's a bit of a trek. Eastbourne, that's like South Coast. It's a bit of a trek, Lucy.
When you drove to Eastbourne, how long did it take you?
Yeah, it's about an hour and a bit, 2 hours.
Okay, fair.
It's a bit of a trek.
Okay, fair. That's what I'm saying. So I personally think the decision was made based on budget, and maybe some players were like, hey, just why is there not? And maybe some people were probably asking, why is there not Queens like in London? Like it doesn't make sense. Like I'm happy for like there's Queens in London.
As in for the women.
For the women.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not gonna say this bit actually. Let me keep quiet.
Oh God, you can't say it.
I cannot say something. There's something that I want to say, but I cannot say. Shout out to the LTA. You know I love you guys, man. But anyways, we're looking forward to everything. The LTA calendar is going to be updated 2025. So if you are in the UK, I highly recommend everyone to go to Eastbourne this year so you can enjoy the last 500. Personally, Eastbourne is my favorite grass tournament, aside from Wimbledon, of course. I love going to Eastbourne. Like I just love the vibes. It's a little bit hoodish and ghetto right there. But I love the tennis. I love the vibe. I love the people. It's just perfect. But shout out to the LTA. Hopefully I'm looking forward to seeing how Queens is gonna be at for the women's and stuff.
I hope as well.
Because you were excited about that bit.
No, definitely. And I just hope, we've said it before, the grass court season needs to be longer.
No,
But of
facts.
course, we need to figure. I say we, tennis authorities need to figure out a way to make that happen in the calendar, because it's too tight, and you can't squeeze all these events in before Wimbledon. Like, Wimbledon's one of the biggest, if not the biggest event, like on the calendar, and yet there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 in the UK anyway. Obviously, there are grass court events in Germany and Spain, but in the UK, like, we need a Masters event as well on the grass. Like,
if it was me, just me, I would scrap out Madrid as a Masters.
Really?
So then
just have Rome.
Yeah. Just keep it there, and then make space for a.
That's a good shout. It's a good shout.
You know, hire me, guys. Come on. Let's my mind. Let's change this calendar.
I know what Feliciano Lopez would say, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there, innit? But yeah, let's talk about the French Open, Lucy, before we get kicked out. So yeah, the draw's been made. I'm excited, man.
I'm excited too. I'm actually excited.
I'm very excited. Shouts out to, let's start with some qualifiers.
Cool.
So we did, Alicia Park, she reached the second round in qualies, lost in the second round, unfortunately. Naomi Osaka, she also lost in the second round of qualies.
Oh, yes.
She actually won the first set as well against a really good player, Sara Errani.
Okay.
Who I don't understand. Why is she playing qualifying? But yeah, Zidancic now plays Hailey Baptiste in the final round of qualifying.
Ooh, okay.
And that's going to happen after we finish recording this. So good luck to Hailey Baptiste in Paris. On the men's side, we already said Ymer. He lost in the first round. But we did get Gabriel Diallo qualifying today. Shouts out to him.
Shout out to Giddy.
So he'll be making his. I want to say this is going to be his French Open debut, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
So I think they're all the Robin Montgomery. So she lost in the final round of qualifying to, is it Lola Jean, French girl. The crowd were crazy in that match as well. Obviously, being a French, a home player, but that was tough on Montgomery, because she was actually a break-up in that third set, but ended up losing, unfortunately. But I said it to you before we started recording, Montgomery is not going to be playing qualifying for long. Like, she'll soon 100%. Be top 100 getting 100%. Into these, like, just off the ranking.
Yeah,
so
she's been proving that the last couple of weeks.
I can see it happening. I want to say for the US Open, I think she's going to break into the top 100. Okay. Fingers crossed for her. If not this year, definitely next year.
Yeah, no, 100%.
But yeah, let's talk about the main draw now. So, should we start with seeds?
Start with the seeds.
Women.
Yes, sir.
So Coco, obviously number 3 seed. She starts against the qualifier. Obviously, qualifiers haven't been placed yet.
Okay.
Imagine if she gets Baptiste, providing Baptiste wins, obviously.
Please, I don't have time for this.
I really, really hope that doesn't happen. But
really
at the same time, Lisa, I wouldn't be surprised.
Because what do I say? Draws are what?
Jasmine Paolini, the 12th seed. So she starts against Daria Saville of Australia. That's a good first round for Jasmine. Yeah. Madison Keys, the 14th seed, so she starts against Renata Zarazao of Mexico. Yeah. Naomi Osaka, she's got Lucia Bronzetti of Italy. I think that's going to be. I'm expecting Osaka to win, but Bronzetti is a good player, and obviously Clay.
Guess who she has second
I know, potentially. Potentially. Strange things can happen, you know.
God, make that strange thing happen. Make it happen, please.
Strange things could happen, but yeah, providing everybody wins, it will be Iga Swiatek in the second round for Osaka. Sloane Stephens, this is a headache. Yulia Putintseva.
Oh, piss off.
And I want to say they played recently.
I think so.
On clay. I think it was after. Sure. Was it after Madrid or before Madrid? Or was it even in Madrid? They played recently. Lucy's just checking.
Yeah, I'm checking right now. But she's played it quite a few times, to be fair.
I'm saying this year, though.
I'm not seeing anything.
Oh, really?
I'm not from what I'm not seeing anything here. No. Oh no, she did. She did. Sorry, Rome. She lost. She lost in Rome. Oh gosh! But the good thing is, maybe Stevens and her team will know what to do.
But we always say it. Grand slams.
And French, no, French
Grand
Open
slams.
specifically.
And yeah,
when it comes to French Open,
former finalist.
Sloane Stevens, she gonna find her way there the second week. It don't matter if that match was straight set, 3 sets, tie breaks, you name it, she gonna find her way there.
I love one of the comments as well. Actually, going back to Coco quickly in Rome, someone was like, "Oh, Coco said I'm leaving him with something."
Yeah. And she did. And Stevens gonna do that by going there in that second week. Believe me.
Indeed. Taylor Townsend, so she starts against Wang Zhizhu of China.
I thought she got injured when she was.
Yeah, that's good. We forgot to mention that. Yeah, so she, I think, was in Strasbourg.
Yeah.
2 games in.
Apparently, it was like a very bad fall.
I've not seen.
I didn't see it, but when I saw the reaction of people, people makes it like it was really, really bad. So I didn't think she was even going to be playing.
Well, she's in the draw, so hopefully she's fit enough to play. But yeah, we should check in actually and make sure like she's good.
Yeah.
And then we've got Sasha Vickery, who's a wild card.
Nice.
She starts against the 8th seed Ons Jabeur.
Oh, well.
Jabor's not had a great season.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I was gonna be dramatic, and I was like,
So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, we just hope Baptiste will also find her way into that main draw. But yeah, like we said, she's got Zhadansik in the final round of qualifying. With the men now, so Ben Shelton, the 15th seed, he starts against Hugo Gaston of France, currently playing our guy Mpetshi Perricard. I've not seen the score. I had it on before we started. Felix Auger-Aliassime, the 21st seed, he starts against Yoshihito. Breathe, Eugene. Yoshihito.
Listen.
Why can't I say his name?
Normally, you're good. One of us has to be good at the names here.
I can say his name.
I'm the one that's butchering the names.
Yoshihito Nishioka.
That's it.
Apologies, Nishioka.
We did it.
Who he actually beat in Madrid.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
So maybe this is a sign. Is this so Madrid? Obviously, Felix got to the finals. Are we saying that Madrid in Paris? Are we saying he's also going to get to the finals in Paris?
We are claiming it.
Francis Tiafoe, the 25th seed, he starts against the qualifier. God, you know who that qualifier is going to be, don't you?
Yeah.
Please, let's make sure it's not Diallo. Arthur Thies, 29th seed. I had here the 30th seed, but he's actually going to be the 29th. He's the 29th seed, which is fantastic for Thies.
Yeah.
He starts against Matteo Arnaudi.
Okay, that's good.
So that's an interesting... Yeah. Arnaudi's a good player. Fellow young boy, Italian. That is an interesting draw for Thies. I'm hoping he gets... Well, I'm expecting him to get through, but that's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
Guillermo Monfils, obviously the fan favourite. He starts against Thiago Shesaboutdone of Brazil. And Christopher Eubanks. Oh, mate. I'm sorry, bro. Yannick Sinner. Although, Yannick Sinner hasn't played tennis in, 3 or 4 weeks? Number 2 seed.
You know, when I saw that, I just put my phone down and I continued my day because I hate what you're saying, but this is a Grand Slam. This is Yannick Sinner. He knows the pressure is on him because he's not been playing.
Yeah.
And to be fair, Eubanks has been a little bit difficult for him this clay season. But you never know. I'm hoping it's a thing where he's saying, it's a Grand Slam. Let me take advantage of Sinner not being in his best form. If he beats Sinner, man. Drinks on me, man. I'm celebrating. That's going to be a big win.
All I'm going to say is, I mean...
I think it's possible.
There probably isn't a better time to play him. Let's say that.
True.
So... We'll
take it.
Do you understand?
That's true. That's a good point.
No expectation there on Eubanks. So good luck to him. And then, we've got Giovanni Mpetshi Perricard. Wild card, rightly so. He's been balling out this year as well, winning on the Challenger Tour, like it's nothing. Also in Strasbourg. He's got David Goffin in the first round. Ooh. So interesting.
Interested.
I think he's gonna win. I think he'll beat Goffin.
Yeah.
I think Goffin
It'll
is
be a good match either way.
Goffin is kind of coming to the end of his career.
100%.
And yeah, Mpetshi Perricard, he's very exciting, man. And I'm looking forward to seeing him, a lot more of him on the ATP tour.
For sure.
I do quickly want to mention, so Mpetshi Perricard's sister, let me just get her first name.
Oh, is it?
Pay her some dues.
Is it her that sent the message?
So she lost in the first round of qualies at the French Open. And someone in France was basically having a go. I say having a go. So Daphne Mpetshi Perricard, I think she's 15. So just starting like her career. She's a junior clearly. But yeah, she got a wild card into qualifying for the French Open. But yeah, she lost, I think 11-1. Okay. And someone in France was saying, oh, like what a waste of a wild card, basically. That she's essentially taking
someone, sorry.
Babe,
it was like a fan or what?
I want to say it's a fan.
Okay.
Like it's not a journalist.
Was it a tweet or comment?
It was a tweet. It was a tweet. It was a post on X or Twitter. Okay. But yeah, Giovanni saw it and was going back and forth, which I really respected because he was backing it for his sister.
Of course.
I did send it to you to read because it was all in French.
Where did you send it to me? You didn't send it.
I did. I sent it. Because I was translating it. It wasn't like.
Wait, Eugene, there's 9 on my iMessage.
Lucy, look.
I thought that was just the scores that you were sending me.
No, it's a tweet, bro. But it's all in French. But
because do you know what? Because on here,
yeah, it does look like a picture.
Yes, I thought it was just a picture. Oh, if I saw that earlier, I would have definitely cussed him out in French.
But we liked obviously Mpetchi's comments.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know French. I had to translate. But essentially, what Giovanni was saying was just like, rather than like get at players, especially young players starting at the beginning of their careers, like show encouragement.
Yeah, facts.
Facts. And again, it's something we've said a lot as well. Like we just don't understand this. Some people are just out there to kind of, I don't know, they're just weirdos. Like, unfortunately, man. But
shout out to him for standing up.
No, big time. And shouts out to Daphne as well. Like that's obviously going to be a name. I mean, her brother's doing his thing, so brother and sister on respective tours. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, Lucy, man.
Predictions.
Oh God.
What are your predictions?
Ladies first.
Ladies first?
Yeah.
As in I should go first?
Yeah, you should go first.
I have absolutely no one for men.
It's wide open. Yeah. It's wide open. I think that's very exciting.
I don't even have Djokovic. Look how the ATP side was looking for Rome.
It was a mess.
It was a mess.
Absolute mess.
So men, I'm sorry, I can't say. Women.
You have to come back though. But yeah, go on for the women.
Either Iga.
3P. Is it 3P? I don't know.
3P. That'll be sick.
I can't remember. Is it?
Tennis wise, it'll be sick, but I'll be sick because I'll be. Women, I have either Iga or. Do you know why I don't like doing predictions?
Go on.
Because with BSG, I'm just like.
Go on.
Okay. Can I give another? Okay, let me give another prediction. Okay, let me.
Lucy, wait, this is a very long.
It's a long. But guess what? I hate predictions because I never know what to do.
Wow, the silence.
Because I honestly do not know. Because I can't pick. One thing I know for sure is Keys is gonna make it very far. Second week standard. Semi-final or final. I'm calling that for Keys.
For Keys, okay, yeah. I like that a lot.
I'm calling.
I really do like that.
Iga, I have her as the winner. I don't have an alternative for the winner, only because it's just been insane, this clay. If she was lacking a little bit, then cool. The only thing I think I can really stop her is her nerves and her overthinking it and that too much pressure.
Because I think that's going to come in a little bit. Because she's almost, she's playing so well. It's like she's expected.
She is.
Do you get me? Especially how the men is like completely like all over the place. Yeah. I think there's going to be even more expectation on her. And I feel like that could potentially trip her up. True.
But because of her form and the way she's been at, and the way literally has been, even the top players that she's been, literally all the top players, the top 5, 6, 8, 10 players cannot be her. That's why I'm unfortunately have to put her there. But I have Keys going very far, as in semi-final or final.
I like that a lot.
That I'm claiming it.
For the men, I'm gonna go because Alcaraz, he hasn't been playing. He's injured, although he's back.
Yeah, he's back.
As is Sinner.
The men's wide open, man.
I don't think Novak's. Yeah, I don't think Novak's on it.
He's still recovering from the bottle.
Oh man, I'm gonna go Tsitsipas. You know, I feel like Tsitsipas. He's due, and I want to say
Tsitsipas normally has very tough draws for French Open, but this was probably not the toughest one.
I've not seen the draw. I've not seen it. I've not looked at his draw, to be honest.
It's a good shout.
I'm just going by what he's already done.
Yeah, he's been a finalist.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
finalist, semi-finalist. Yeah. He's won a Masters this clay season. Like, he started off. So I'm not mad at that. That's actually.
I wish I can say, like, obviously Felix, because Felix has done well in Paris in the past. Obviously TFO as well, but. Just going by form, like they're not there. Unfortunately.
That's a good point.
So for me, Tsitsipas is the guy. Rude, he's always going to be there, but I just feel like Tsitsipas. I feel like this is his time, man.
Okay, that's a good point.
And I'm not a betting man.
Okay.
Women, you know who I'm going for.
Who are you going for?
But you know.
I know who you're going for. Let the people know. Let the people see. Let the people know. Let the people see.
So we have to re-up this. We have to re-up the go. Our girl Coco, you know, we have to do that. But yeah, no, I really feel like it's gonna be, not that she's been kind of under the radar, but like she's been consistent. Semis, quarterfinals, Rome and Madrid, respectively, and then the French is also somewhere. It's a special place for her. She's reached the final before.
Yep.
There's like you said, all eyes are on Iga, like to win. Of course, Sabalenka's there too, already winning the Australian Open. Rabikina's been injured, so she's coming in. We don't know how she's going to be playing.
Yeah, no, I don't see her doing.
I really like Keys, like, and again, I kind of feel like she's similar to Tsitsipas, and not that she's. I mean, she might win Strasbourg.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, Keys should be a Grand Slam winner. In terms of her career 100%. And like,
I mean, she's been in
exactly. So like, she deserves a Grand Slam. Of course, you can say any player deserves a Grand Slam, but Keys actually deserves a Grand Slam.
Yeah,
and I would love that for her.
Yeah,
but I just feel like Coco, with all the talk and noise around her, like number 3, and like she's got all these faults in her game. Like, bro. let's just go and collect that second Grand Slam.
I said, at the end of the day, these girls didn't beat her. She's done this, she's done that.
Let's just go and collect that second Grand Slam. And on that note...
we shall see y'all.
But yeah.
On the TL.
Appreciate it, guys.
During the French Open, we're definitely going to be tweeting live. Come with us, engage with us. And I know you guys are looking at Eugene thinking, when is that merch dropping? Don't worry, guys. It's actually dropping.
It's coming soon.
Way sooner than you think.
Soon.
Thank you all for the support you guys have been asking. And of course, yes, again, the US people. You guys are our number 1 priority. Come on, man. You guys are number 1 priority. You guys will have access to these merch. They're dropping real soon. So yeah, make sure to follow us. And everything. We'll be updating you guys about Rome, and we'll be back straight up. Updating you guys about French Open, and we'll be back as soon as the tournament is
finishes.
over.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Take care, man. All the best.